Baby, listen. Good morning, everybody. I usually do an intro, but I don't even feel like that is what's necessary for this, okay? I feel that we need to get right on into this immediately, okay? Yeah, I don't even want to take any time. So, good morning, all, and good morning to those who may be catching this live. I know I'm doing it kind of early and whatnot, but I'm a little bit too late after watching it to wait until later to do it. So chill and relax and let me talk to you for a minute. So the episode picks up where the last one left off, and we at Destiny's, 59th Madani, relaunch, reopening, regurgitated, and everything else. And we see Stormy's gold G wagon, I think that's what it's called, is pulling up, and Destiny is already looking pretty salty anyway, right? She's looking irritated, and she's up there like if she comes in here, it ain't gonna be good. And if I go out there and tell her that she needs to leave, it ain't gonna be good. So whatever the lady name was who worked behind the counter or the register, she the one who told this girl to leave. So she went outside, told Stormy, "Hey Stormy, you gotta go. Like she don't want you here, you know." But Stormy wanted her mom to still give the flowers. So Stormy's mom give the lady the flowers. But then all of a sudden, Melnika jumps in and she's saying, Destiny, don't do that. Allow them people to come and give you the gifts. Like allow them to do that. Like don't be like that. Don't be like that. Like let's be mature. Let's be the more grown up one. And I was like, how does she know Destiny like that? Like I'm not saying that what Melnika was saying was wrong. It definitely wasn't. And might I add, I was definitely surprised by the maturity level and the restraint that Martell and Melnika had in this episode, because I was not expecting that. I expected gutter snipe behavior from the both of them, and obviously I was wrong. You can't always judge a gutter snipe by the gutter. All right, so yeah. So after that, Melnika somehow gets Destiny to allow Stormy in. So Stormy comes in after Melnika goes and fetches her. She says it was a big misunderstanding. Come in and let's get into it. So after this, Stormy walks up to Destiny and she's up there like, I just want to tell you I support you and I see what you're doing out here. You are a businesswoman. You really doing this. So I got you a gift. I got you these flowers and I got you a Gucci bag. Destiny is looking so disgusted. Destiny is saying the gift made her even more upset because apparently I guess she didn't want her products in her store. But that's not what Stormy said. Stormy said that she never said Destiny couldn't have the products in the store. Destiny wanted Stormy to give her the products directly. But Stormy was saying, "No, I don't do that. That's a little bit too messy for me. Payments could get messed up. And then, what if you don't collect the right, the products in the right time, because you ain't gonna have no old outdated products on your shelf selling them, and then something happens." I understand what Stormy is saying, but at this point Destiny does not give a fuck about none of that, because Destiny is mad because she has to go the other route. She wanted it to go her way, but because Stormy didn't want to do that, Destiny is salty and she's upset and she doesn't care about any of the gifts. Destiny said that she don't even give a damn about no $2,000 gift Gucci bag. The fact that you don't want your products in my store lets me know how much you want me to succeed. But once again, that is a lie, because Stormy once again said that the reason that Destiny does not have her products in the store is because Destiny does not want to go through a distributor. She just wants to get it from me directly, and I don't do that. I don't even have a delivery man. So how the fuck am I gonna be able to deliver you stuff like that? Like that's not the type of business that I have. And what Destiny's gonna do? She gonna go pick it up and put it in the back of Law's stroller, and walk the products all the way down there to Madani. Like I'm really confused. Magnetic repellent. Hey, yeah, I am. I'm up here early, so I'm trying to get all of this stuff out the way. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's obvious that Destiny has a very nasty spirit. You know, she's very envious. She's very ungrateful. The fact that this woman tried to come to you with a $2,000 purse and make amends and give you an olive branch, I don't understand what is it about that has you so upset. It's because you're salty because she won't give you her products. You know, you don't know how to conduct yourself in a professional environment. And it's so tacky, it's so disgusting, and no wonder nobody's at that store. You should be ashamed of yourself for how you carried yourself, Destiny, and that's no cap. And what the hell did you have on? What type of outfit did you have on, Destiny? See, I thought it was cute from the shoulder pads up. But then we pan down to the full outfit, and like the middle part of the dress is like some type of mesh, some type of onesie material. And she looked like, when you put one of the little cute onesies on a baby, and it's like a 2T or something like that, and it has like some mesh parts to it. That's what she looked like somebody wrapped her inside of a onesie. That outfit, Destiny, you should be ashamed of your damn self. And I keep on telling you, Destiny, shopping on Shein will get you nowhere. I don't. And just because y'all put a Chanel brooch on the dress, don't make it designer. I just want to let y'all know that. Just because you put a brooch on the dress does not make it designer. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tawana. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Leah. How y'all doing? Come on and sit down and talk to me. Y'all want to talk? I know y'all been talking all night. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all up to talk to me. Us hoes who got bedtimes, like us, us hoes who got bedtimes could not stay up until 1 to 2 o'clock talking to y'all about no damn love and marriage Huntsville. I was tempted to do so, but I was like, they just gonna have to wait for me in the morning. Okay. But listen. This episode was crazy. Like, Destiny, you really out here looking like a damn clown. She's up there like, I'm okay, so I'm not gonna skip ahead. I'm getting excited. So then walks in Melody. She pulls up with Miss Van, and she walks in. She says, "Hi everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Destiny." She walks in. Destiny is so upset by Stormy being there and by a boss being in her presence when she tries to act like one, that she probably didn't even hear Melody say hello, which is going to explain what we talk about in the like later on in the episode. So at this point, Melody goes to Stormy. She's like, "Stormy, hi. Oh my god, how are you?" Stormy's up there like, "Well, I just brought this gift here, and she ain't even trying to accept it. Like, I don't even understand what that's about. Like, my energy and my emotional maturity has me sitting here giving her a $2,000 bag, and I don't even know her like that. So if I ain't try to come here with good spirits, then what the hell do you call that, man? I'm just trying to represent for emotional maturity. I'm just trying to represent for emotional maturity." I said once again, I'm just trying to represent for emotional maturity. And I was like, okay, we get it, Stormy. You want to represent for emotional maturity. If she said that one more time, I was and then here comes Melody. "Well, if you gave it to her, in good spirits, God is gonna see that, and he's gonna bless you." Like, something. I'm conflicted by this. I don't know. I don't know how to think about this because I don't think Mel should have been there. But I would have say Mel came there to start some shit. Like you would think that, but I don't think Melody knew if Miss Wanda was gonna be there or not. And when Melody came in, she greeted everybody. She just came to show her face and be there to support. And she came there and talked to Stormy. She wasn't. She was just trying to de-escalate the situation. Stormy was obviously agitated. So I don't know. I know that Mel did not have good intentions coming there. But and I'm trying to figure out, did she guess that Wanda would be there? Did she know? Because I feel like that's the only reason that she came. But Wanda nor her knew that the other was going to be there. So my question is, did she truthfully come there to support her? Or did she just come to start shit? I'm just trying to. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like if she really wanted to start shit, when she was talking to Stormy, she really could have gassed the situation and be like, "Yep, girl, that is so messed up. She really got you a gift, like, and she really just played in your face like that." She didn't do any of that. She was up there like, God will see what you did and bless you. Don't think about it. We need to go to a sound bath. So I can't necessarily say that Melody came there to start shit, even though that's what I somehow feel. I like, if she knew that Wanda was gonna be there, that's one thing. Maybe she guessed it. I don't know. I feel like she came there with the possibility of starting shit, but when she got there, I didn't see her trying to start any shit. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all talk. Okay, so let me see what y'all talking about. Goody Gabor said, production provides call sheets. This is a job. I'm sure she had to pull up, show her face, and leave. I mean, that is true as well. I think that is true as well. But I'm saying though, if we just take the production thing out of it, she came there. She knew that Destiny and her had not had a good relationship in the past, for the past couple months. Then on top of that, mix in with the fact that Destiny is cool with the people that you don't fuck with. Like, you cannot tell me that you did not come there and had some type of inkling to start some shit. But I'm saying, in the same breath, when she got there, she didn't start no shit, which I was shocked about. And that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if she came there with the intentions of starting shit. Melody is very smart. She does these type of things where you can interpret it in multiple ways. Because I before this episode came, I felt that she had came there to start some shit. But when I saw how she interacted at the event, to me, it didn't seem that way. I feel that when she saw Wanda there, she just figured right then and there was a good time to check her. But then that just goes to show how much you really did not care anyway about Destiny's event. But truth be told, Destiny, this was not no motherfucking event. All you did was invite us inside of Madonna. You didn't have no music. You didn't have no DJ. You got Miss Wanda and her prison food plates outside trying to give us, salmonella poisoning. And at the end of the day, what did you come here for? What, like Destiny, why did you feel the need to do this? Because I don't feel any type of business savvy in this event. So my question to y'all is, was this even like a real event, or was she just trying to use this to try to get more traffic into her store, or was she really having a reopening? I'm saying, like, because let the truth be told, your location is always on and off anyway. So how is this specifically a reopening, a soft relaunch? What's making it so much different? I feel like she came with bad intentions. I do too. I do too. But the thing is, I can't prove that based on her actions, you know? So I definitely do feel like, Melody, you came there to start. You knew it was a possibility that some shit could pop off. But I don't think that you wanted to start any shit with Destiny or Tisha. I feel that you really came there hoping that Miss Wanda was going to be there, and boy, did you get your damn wish. And Destiny, why is your dumb ass still inviting Miss Wanda to places, knowing that every time she goes somewhere, the event gets fucked up? She fucks up the thing. Damn it. She fucks up the thing every single time. And you're gonna invite her here to cook these prison plates. And why the hell didn't you have the food inside? Like I'm saying, maybe why not just set up a booth inside? It look like you got a lot of space, a lot of empty space that don't have products. You could have given her a little spot in an echo edition. You didn't have to sit the lady outside in the middle of the summer in Alabama. That's coochie sweating, coochie sweating weather. Can y'all imagine? So if you once you start putting like grown people, especially black people who don't like each other, who have all of these disagreements in heat, that all that does is really blow the situation up. All that does is blow the situation. I guarantee you, maybe if they were all inside of the Madani establishment, it could have been possibly different. But they say Destiny didn't have no air conditioner in there either, so they probably would have boiled in there too. And the fight would have probably been even worse because they probably would have knocked over the few little shelves that Destiny has. There was no air condition, Jeremy. Everyone was sweating. I just said it. I caught it, y'all. I caught it. They was ready. Y'all ready to pounce, huh? There was no air conditioner, Jeremy. She a broke bitch. Okay, we get it, y'all. Y'all don't like Destiny. Destiny, they don't like you, girl. I don't like you either, though, honestly. All right, so let's continue. So at this point, Kimmy and Tisha go over to Destiny. They was in there and they're saying, like, that's really sweet that she gave you, a gift. Like, how does that make you feel? She was like, I don't feel any type of way, And she was like, I feel like your energy is off. Then his Destiny is up there, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's off? I don't get it. No, I'm fine. See, I'm smiling. And Kimmy is like, well, no, your energy is not good. Are you and Stormy still not on a good accord? Like, can this not be, fixed? Can this not be repaired? Like, are you really that mad? What's causing all of the contention? Because nobody could really understand as to how this woman got flowers in a Gucci bag and she pissed. I'm trying to figure that out too. Look, if a bitch give me a Gucci bag, I don't even rock bags like that. But the fact that I'm gonna be able to go pawn that shit to go buy me some McDonald's lets me know that me and you are in a good place. If you give me a Gucci bag, if you give me a Gucci bag, slate is washed clean. Shit, if you want to piss me off and then give me a Gucci bag every time that that you fuck up, I'm fine with that. So I was so confused as to why Destiny was so mad that Stormy came in with this Gucci bag. Like, why are you so upset? And then it didn't even make it even better when Melody stepped up in there looking not only better than her, wearing the same color as her, but being so kind and cordial to everybody. That made her even more pissed off. Like, you can see the jealousy of Destiny and the fact that she's stuck in this part of life where she feels that she deserves the same amount of success and the same amount of things that Melody and Stormy has, but she has not yet achieved it. And she's feeling some type of way about it. And you want to know something? What would have made it different for the both of them? Melody and Stormy coming in there, I guarantee you, if y'all had have helped Destiny in any type of way pull this off, or if y'all had given her some money, or if y'all would have given her anything that she wanted, she would have been completely happy to see y'all. But because because y'all are coming in there as bosses when she really knows that she's struggling in that aspect, she's not only mad, but she's jealous when y'all come in looking the way that y'all do with the money that y'all have, pulling up in G-Wagons when she probably took an Uber to get there to her own damn place. That's why she's upset, because when she looks at Melody and Stormy, she looks at every single thing that she's not. And although Melody and Stormy represent two paths that she has been on, married and divorced, they are both doing better than her in any aspect of what she was doing, similar to them in the beginning anyway. Regardless of when she was married, when she was divorced, they both do better than her in both of those aspects in those two different situations. Regardless if they are divorced, they winning. Regardless if they married, they're winning. Meanwhile, Destiny, you've been divorced and you've been married, and you was losing in both of those situations, right? You lost in both of those situations. Who, child? Destiny, your attitude is ugly. So at this point, I guess Destiny says, I need to go talk to my dad. So she leaves. So she leaves. And at this point, Kimmy and Tisha are talking. And this was y'all, this was the funniest part of the video to me. Like, I was crying. They were saying that, like, it's just so crazy because her energy is just so, it's just so bad. Like, it gotta be something deep inside. Like, yeah, it gotta be deep inside of her. Like, and then Destiny pops out of nowhere and said, "What's deep inside of me?" And then they just say, "Oh no, nothing, girl. We just talking about the gifts. We just talking about the gifts, girl. Ain't not, yeah." And I was like, "You two bitches are fake. Y'all are fake. Oh my god." I was like, not Destiny walked up on y'all talking about her and y'all switched the subject real quick. Like, although y'all were right, it was funny when Destiny just popped up and said, what about the inside?" And y'all completely changed the subject. Why didn't y'all give her that same energy and say it in front of her face? Y'all, I can't. This is why I be trying to talk. Like, Kimmy is always going to talk about people behind their back. Kimmy is always going to sit here and, stir the pot and say things. But when she's approached, she's mums the word. Kimmy is a coward. Tisha ain't a coward. Tisha is just stupid. But when Tisha is approached, she at least speaks up. She might try to act like she don't know what you're talking about, and try to act like she's oblivious. But she gonna talk. But Kimmy is gonna sit here and like talk behind your back and be a punk in your face. It's rare that I say Tisha is right, but when it came to Destiny, Tisha was right. Yeah, they definitely were right, but they could have said that to her face. That's all I'm saying. Like, I would have been like, Destiny, it seemed like it's something deep inside you that seemed that you're upset. Why wait until she leaves? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, at this point, child, Melody is saying, where's my mom? Where's my mother? Like, mom, what are you doing over there? And I guess this is when we go over to another scene, and we see that at a different sector of the damn empty store, Van and Martell are talking. And I couldn't wait to do this one, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my voice right, cuz y'all know I like to to impersonate both of these people. So Martella saying like, "Oh, hey, Van, and things of that nature. Well, me and Melody, we just had a meeting the other night, and she really did invite me to go down there to Destin with her to go spend some time with her and the kids. And I'm really happy about it. And here comes Miss Van. Oh, she really did invite you there. Oh, okay. So that's a big step. One time when I was on a interview, I did say that he does not need to, own up to anything. We're moving past that now. So at the end of the day, I'm really happy to see all of you guys in this new space, and I'm really just happy about it. And congratulations to the both of you. And then like Martell is like, "Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I can't wait to go spend some time with the kids at the end of the day." And then Miss Van is like, Melody didn't let me know that she had let Martell back into her space, but at this time, I support my daughter. So anything that she does, I'm going to support, and I'm just going to try to be there as a pillar for her because that's what I'm supposed to do as her mother. But, I didn't know that. But congratulations. And then Melody came over. So Melody came over there. She was like, what are y'all guys talking about? And Miss Van was up there like, Martell just let me know that he is invited to Destin with us. And Melody's just cringing because she's up there like, if Carlos King does not stop forcing me to do things I don't want to do, I'm gonna flip a gasket. She like immediately when Miss Van had mentioned that Martell told her that, she was like so disgusted. She was like, oh my God, I just hate all of these people. Melody, why don't you put yourself out of your misery and get off this show, sis? Go somewhere else. You do not need to be here. The show will get canceled subsequently. I don't like forcing yourself around people who mean good. It's very heartbreaking to see, but I understand you got to move the show along. Because if you ain't gonna do it, who the hell else is? Because Carlos King then told the Scots that they don't have to talk about their personal motherfucking business. So I guess it's all on you, Melody. It's all on your back. Thanks a lot, Carlos. I thought you said you was gonna protect her. Guess not. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is like this whole thing got me all worked up. So now they all talking, and I can't remember who pointed that they saw Wanda outside. But Melody says, "Oh, okay. So let me go. Let me just go around and go speak." So she walks outside, and she calls Martell. Martell follows behind her, but then Destiny comes out of nowhere and says, "And get out of my shop. You don't even know how to talk to people. I should have thrown you out like I did Letitia." But I was like, at the end of the day, you didn't throw anybody out, and she had been standing there looking like for about 30 to 45 minutes. So you wait until after she walks away to try to say anything. You a coward. You a pie-faced coward. Okay? Hey, friend, what's going on, friend? How you doing, friend? So you're a coward. Why wait until after she's leaving to try to talk all of that shit? And the crazy thing about it is that this is what I'm trying to figure out. Do you get so salty in your jealousy that you kind of forget the truth? Or did you simply just not hear her because you were so salty? Because you said that she didn't even say anything to you when she walked in your establishment, but when she walked out, you're going to follow behind her and then try to check her. And I love how she said that I'm not going to give you no moment. Like, we're not giving you moments. Your moment is this empty store. This is your moment. Madani is your moment. Melody Holt, former, about to be Melody Rogers, is not the moment that you want, sis. And this ain't what you want. So she walks away. Literally, it looked like the security guard was laughing. Everybody is laughing at you, Destiny, because you really are a clown. You really are a clown. So after Melody walks away, Destiny storms back into the store, walks through the whole thing, stomping like a man in cleats, and goes into the back office and slams the door. Mind you, this is her damn party. This is her damn relaunch, and her motherfucking ass is in the back of the store, mad because she did not get the attention from Melody that she wanted. Destiny, you a motherfucking clown. You a clown, bruh. You a clown, bruh. Like, you really need to be ashamed of yourself. Like, this, Law probably could have threw a better party than this. The baby could have threw a better. Milani could have threw a better party than this. What were you so mad at? Like, why are you so triggered and bothered by the mere sight of Melody and Stormy? Like, they did nothing to you. And what I mean by that is, at this point, Destiny and Melody has not, exposed any secrets. She has not been talking, dragging you in these streets. Why are you so mad? You can't even be cordial with her. You can't even just say like a good hi and a bye. Why are you so triggered? It's the fact that you feel rejected. See, I'm going to try to break this down a little bit further. Hopefully, I can make sense of what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. Okay, let me try to piece this together for y'all. So, I believe that in this friendship, Destiny was always jealous of Melody. But Destiny knew that being Melody's friend made her appear as if they're on similar levels. She she has Madani. She wasn't really telling her business. So we really didn't know the financial struggles or the marital struggles that she was going through. We just saw a woman who just opened up a store and she looked like she's like winning at life. But behind closed doors, she's hiding all of these imperfections and these cracks behind the glass. You get what I'm saying? So then after Melody leaves, that cover is gone. Now we see you for the type of boss, quote unquote, that you really are. And that's what you're mad at Mel for. You're mad because of the same thing that Martell is mad. You're mad because she's not there to prop you up to be a better version of yourself. You have to do that on your own, but you don't have the motivation. That's what you're mad at. Because when you were friends with her, that motivated you out of sheer competition to try to be better. But now that that's gone, you really got to sit at home all day and try to figure out how you going to sneak them wigs out of Madani and then sneak them back after you get done using them. You can tell that Destiny hasn't been around anyone with serious money like Stormy. Stormy intimidates that girl. Exactly. Stormy does intimidate her. But anybody who paying a mortgage on time, paying a power bill on time, intimidates her. She's like she just has a nasty spirit. Honestly, it's very disgusting. It's very disgusting, and I'm highly disappointed. But it's not like I don't even know why I'm saying I'm disappointed, because it's not like I expected better from Destiny anyway, because she has failed us every single time, right? And I got a question for you, Destiny. So like when you hopped on live with your counselor or your therapist, whatever the fuck she is, was that a way for you to cushion the blow from how you acted and how the public was going to eat you the fuck up? Is that what you were doing? Let me know. I'm confused. Like, let me know. Like, what was the point of that whole breakdown and you crying on, like, on that recorded clip that you put words on and stuff like that you edited? Was all of that a ploy to make us feel bad for you so you wouldn't get dragged this weekend? Let me know. And let me know, do you think I'm gonna still drag you, Destiny? I'm gonna let you know the answer is absolutely. Melody is not toxic. Get out of her Destiny troll account. Who said that? Who said Melody is toxic? I don't know, child. Let me look at the comments. So Ebony M says, yes, when she cried this week, she was trying to cover for acting like an ass on TV. That's what I believe. It is all connecting. Like, cause she knew she was dead ass wrong. Melody is not toxic. Get her out of Destiny troll account. Jeremy, Melody is toxic. Melody is fake, just like Martell. Portia called Melody thirsty. First and foremost, don't ever bring up Portia and then I like that. The first thing is first. Portia stole and fucked somebody else's man. The thirst level is real with her. Like, I'm not gonna do this, okay? But you are entitled to your own opinion, but like, let's not put Portia in it because she's a terrible character witness, okay? Destiny know that she was about to hurt Melody. She is not with the fake mess like Melody. Child, Destiny is not about the life. Destiny is not about that life. Y'all let any just cause motherfuckers are from the hood don't mean that they can fight. I cannot stand bitches who be like, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from here. I'm from there. Like, I'm from Third Ward. I'm from, like, don't nobody give a fuck. At the end of the day, what those hands bout? And let me tell you something. Every single time I seen Destiny almost get into a fight, it don't really look like that's what she wanted. Y'all let her think because she punked Tiffany, who we all know probably can't fight. Because number one, Tiffany is already fighting her cankles. She ain't got time to fight with actual people. She already fighting her blood pressure along with her husband. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not impressed by Destiny, trying to fight Tiffany. But when it came to Stormy, Destiny showed backed her ass up and went into that damn room, and she was getting, counseled by Kimmy. At the end of the day, I don't just think that people can fight just because they come from a zip code. Bitches can get beat up from anywhere. Child, what are you talking about? Like, I can't stand that. Like, bitches be acting like they like just be like when they come from a specific place that you got some fucking superpowers. Bitch, are you an X-Men or something? Like, did you step into some plutonium? Some chemical X? Are you a Powerpuff Girl? Like, what's going on? At the end of the day, you being from a specific place does not entitle you to have the different type of attributes that other bitches have who can whoop ass. Like, whooping ass is a skill that depends on your accuracy level of them hits. So at the end of the day, I could give a fuck about where you're from. Honestly, what those hands about? Let's talk about that. But anyway, let's move on. So at this point, Melody walks outside, right? And she completely ignores Destiny. Destiny storms in, slams the door, looking like a damn fool at her own event, right? Melody walks over, to the I don't know if it's a booth or a concession stand, whatever you want to call it, that Miss Wanda has, put together. And she's on live, and she's being passive aggressive. She's not gonna start. She's gonna let them start with her, right? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Melody is calculated. So she gets on live, and she's saying, "Hey everybody, hi. I'm sitting here at Madani opening. It's empty in there, and they don't have any AC, but work anyway. But hey, Bernard, is that you? Is that you, the man who said that you got them choppers for me? Is that you, Bernard? Because he sees Martell, he sees Marceau, and he sees the rest of these men who aren't on crack, and he's up there like, kitty boo boo, you can't speak English. All of that shit you was talking when you was in the privacy of Miss Wanda's, food truck. Now you need to say it when a person is in your face. Don't be a punk, Bernard. Speak up. Like, speak up. Like, let us know. And then at this point, this is when Miss Wanda intercedes, and she's like, yep. He said it. Yeah, he was with me. He had a problem because I had a problem. And what? And then this is when Melody said, and what is your motherfucking problem? What is your problem? You know what your problem is? That you need to stop talk about my motherfucking kids on social media. I was like, oh, child, Melody is talking a mile a minute, child. She was like, and anyway, you need to stop talking about him on social media, and I am not playing with you, and you're going to stop talking about my motherfucking kids. I was like, Melody, could somebody slow the video down? Because I was just trying to take in all of the stuff that she was saying. Melody, y'all know when Melody get like worked up, her voice gets high, and then she starts talking real fast. She starts sounding like one of them what do you call them? One of them lemurs, from Lion King, it's giving very much a chirp. But she's going off, and at this point, Wanda is behind the counter, right? So Wanda takes it upon herself to come from around the counter to where Melody's is, face her, and say, "I tell you what I say. I tell you what I say. I said you need to go find your baby daddy. That's what you need to do. You need to go find your baby daddy." And then Melody's left to like, he's right here. He's right here. He's right here, sis. He's right here. She's putting her hand on her face like he's right here. He's right here. And at this point, Tisha comes up. Might I add, can I ask y'all a question? Have y'all liked this video? Did y'all like the video yet? Let me know. I'm giving y'all a lot of detail right now. I'm giving y'all the play-by-play. And if y'all not liking the video and giving me my just dues, I feel a little bit, perturbed by it. I feel a little bit hurt. So just please like the video and as I continue, okay? And then I'll drop the link, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. If y'all brush y'all teeth, got the morning breath out the way, and y'all feel like talking, that is, because I know it's kind of early and such, and it's a Sunday. That's, for those of y'all who ain't going to church this morning. Anyway, so At this point, she's saying, I tell you, like, go find your baby daddy. Go find your baby daddy. And then Melody is saying, oh, he right here, he right here, he right here. And at this point, it's getting real heated. Tisha steps in and she's up there like, I don't know what's going on anyway. Mama, back up, mama, back up. So at this point, Marceau grabs Tisha and he brings Tisha out of the way. And then he says, Tisha, I'm gonna need you to stay out of this. Because if I go to jail, then that messes up our whole family. I'm up here like, how does it mess up the whole family if you go to jail? Because it's not like your name is on any of the businesses or trademarks or marquees. So if you like, if you go to jail, business is going to continue like usual. Because when you were in charge of it, wasn't the company in the red? So let me know how you going to jail will affect the family. You going to jail for a couple nights will affect the family, but you leaving for a fucking month to go to Africa without your fucking family didn't affect them. Okay, child, the jokes write themselves. Like, Marceau, you are a wide back joke, a big back bitch, a big back joke. Like, I cannot. Anyway, let me read what y'all saying. Cecilia Anderson says, trifling trolls in the house. You can't be anything you ain't got them trolls, child. Holly Rock says, sorry, I forgot to like. It's so unetiquette of me. It's okay, as long as you liked it now. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Ebony M says, I commented on his last post on IG saying that he made mistakes trying to make excuses for Wanda and escalating things with Martell. Now, Ebony, I agree with you, but I do not agree with going over to people's personal social media and writing stuff because y'all know they like to black out on people. I mean, you possibly could not care, but I'm just saying, like, they like to black on people that try to comment them on social media. But anyway, at this point, y'all, it's getting real heated. It's getting real heated. And what was the weirdest thing about this fight is that like it kept on escalating then de-escalating, escalating then de-escalating because at this point Melody and Martell go their separate ways. Melody is in the car talking to her mom. And then, Destiny is, still looking salty because once again, nobody cares about her. I really do think that she mad because they stole all the shine. She thought the scene was just going to be about her. But then Stormy Melody came in there and then she got salty. But at the end of the day, you had everybody in an empty store that nobody cares about. So at the end of the day, Destiny, if they did not show up, meaning Melody, Kimmy, Tisha, nobody would have shown that scene because nobody truthfully cares about you like that. And you're not even a part of the main cast. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger, sis. I'm not out here trying to hurt no feelings, but I'm just letting you know we really don't care about Madani like that. And the only reason that this scene was probably included was because of Melody and the rest of the people coming there. Destiny bum ass employee cashier was so annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up, child. I'll talk about that in a second. So anyway, now Melody is in the car talking to Van. We see Marceau, Maurice, and excuse me, and Martell all talking outside, right? And Martell is basically saying, Marceau, you really don't know what was said. You really don't know anything about the situation. And Marceau is saying, yeah, I don't. But at the end of the day, and he's saying it ain't no end of the day because if you don't know anything, then just stay out of it. Like Martell really, he really was doing this whole thing trying to separate, Wanda and Melody. And y'all, I know this is so toxic of me, but it really did make me miss Melody and Martell being together. Like, Martell, you really messed up. You and Melody were a force, and y'all used to have these bitches shook. Oh my gosh, I miss them teaming up. Because immediately when it's almost like when he's with Melody, he becomes a better person. She balances him out. Does that make sense? Because I feel like if Martell was just in this situation by himself, it would not have ended so well. Because Martell usually does not have that much restraint, but he saw Melody And he figured that I need to balance out this energy. And he was a very mature party in this situation, as well as Melnika. And I respect both of them in this situation. I think I actually might like Melnika. You might not be so bad, Melnika. Melnika was walking around this, but she was like, y'all hoes gonna see this bodysuit. Y'all gonna see I done squeezed up in these Spanx and this girdle and got myself in this like, this rainbow jumper, baby. You gonna see it. You was looking good or whatever, Melnika. Congratulations. A step up from the Gucci belt, must I add. All right, y'all. So at this point, Martell is like, going back and forth with Marceau. Martell says that Wanda said such and such and such and such about the children, basically saying she did say this about my children. She said that a paternity test on my children need to be taken. And then that's when Maurice echoes and says that is what was said. But then Marceau at first was trying to argue it, even though he didn't even know what was happening. But then, Martell decides to walk away. At this point, Marceau decides to grab on to Martell and yank him back. Martell pushes him, and then he puts up his hand like, move out of my way, don't touch me. And then as he puts up his hand, Maurice is going to grab him and says, don't put your hand up. And then Tisha is going to try to put her hand on Martell as well and try to push him. And then that's when the fight ensued. This is when Martell tried to go at it with Maurice. Then Marceau tried to jump in. Then Martell went at Marceau, and then Maurice started chasing after Martell. And it was like at the end of the day, Marceau, you really started this whole fight. You really did. For no reason at all. And I cannot understand as to why you fucking feel that Wanda was in the right at any moment when she spoke on these fucking people's children. How dare you? And then you're gonna say like, you're always speaking on somebody's kid. Everybody is somebody's child. So you telling me that if we talk about your motherfucking kids, that will be okay because everybody talks about children because we were all children at one point. At the end of the day, it's not the fact that it's somebody's child. It's the fact that the child is an actual child. They can't cuss you out and defend themselves. They can't stand up for themselves because y'all are adults. So therefore, y'all should keep their name out of y'all mouths. And this is why I keep on telling y'all, I don't give a fuck how old or how much, Wanda, Wanda may be. She deserves to get that ass popped because she don't know how to watch her fucking mouth. Period. And that's sad. And if you got to get popped just in a cross melee, Tisha, you deserve so. If you want to step up every single time your mama calls a mess like this as a grown ass woman, then if your forehead get lumped up, sis, then so be it. Because that's all that's going to happen from this, because your mother is going to continue to put you in predicaments like this. She's going to continue to do these type of things. And it's so fucked up that you cannot even have the maturity enough to hold her accountable because you secretly agree with the shit that she doing, but you just not bold enough to say the shit. That's sad. Okay? That's real sad. That's real sad. That's real sad. Honestly and truthfully, the only reason why everybody was hyped was because it was so many ninjas in that hot ass store. Okay, I forgot I gotta continue to click on y'all comments. The only reason why everybody was hyped was because it was so many ninjas in that hot ass store. People were confused with alcohol in their system. Did they even have drinks? And on top of that, I already told you, when you put niggas in heat in one environment, it's bound to be a fight. Niggas in heat don't mix. That's why when 9 times out of 10 for a lot of the black people, when you go to our house, it's like 69 degrees. We don't like to be hot. It makes us testy. It makes us want to go to war, right? I blame this all on Destiny's lack of air condition in space. But anyway. But like she said, I don't like Mel, but I felt the pain. Okay, but I felt the pain. She yelled, she's been doing this for years. Wanda Mo gotta go. Exactly. I felt like she was definitely, triggered. But let's pause on that. I'm gonna rewind this back. And so Maurice is holding Wanda in a store because Wanda at this point, wants to try to fight Melody, even though her ego built ass is in her fucking 50s. She wants to sit here and fight and play with 20 and 30-year-olds like she a child. Oh, Jesus. Your mother is an embarrassment, Tisha. I know you got to be embarrassed. I know you got to be ashamed. I was like, you not only are you fighting the speech impediment, Tisha, you fighting your tongue, you fighting your husband, you fighting your marriage. And not only that, but you also got to fight these people who about to pop your mama in the mouth for talking about their children. Wow. All your life you had to fight. Anyway, so Tisha is basically saying that at the end of the day, Mel is just mad because it's rumors going around that she that she was a mistress and that she got pregnant by another man, and that's why she's mad. She's not mad about the children. She mad about the man. Tisha, 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 baby, shut up. Okay? Go shut up, okay? Stop talking. Stop talking. You sound ridiculous. You sound slow. Anyway, Melody is like, while she is basically saying this, Melody is like literally screaming from the Beamer, Benz, or Bentley that she has parked in a parking lot, and she's up there saying that she been doing this all the time. She been doing this for so long. Like, Melody is getting upset, and y'all know as she start getting upset, that voice gets higher, and then it goes into that and I'm at this point, I'm just starting to tune it out. But I get the gist of what you're trying to say, Melody. And I do agree that it make no damn sense what Tisha was damn saying. And if she gotta get the smoke too, then so be it. Okay. So let me skip forward to where we just left off. You know, it was so many different scenes and so many things happening that it was hard for me to keep track of it all. Plus, I didn't take notes. I'm really doing this based on memory. Okay. And I'm giving y'all a lot of details. So y'all really gotta give me my props because I ain't got no notes in front of me. Y'all hear this? This is straight up desk. Ain't no paper in sight. Anyway, so like I was saying, they get into a fight. They get separated. At this point, Stormy and Destiny are inside of the building. They looking like what? Like Stormy is. You want to know something? Stormy is always confused. Stormy never knows what's going on, and Stormy is always consistently asking everybody what is going on. What is this? What is happening? What is happening? And then Destiny just said, "It's too intense. It's too intense. It's too intense. It's too intense." I would feel like that is such an odd way of describing this situation as too intense. They need to go. They need to go. That's what Destiny was saying. They need to go. They need to go. So they finally got Martell, Melody in the car. Melody and Martell drive away together. And I was like, I wonder if Melody is gonna give him some like, some retribution coochie for this. Because he really did. He went through a lot. That man went through a lot, Melody. Give him a little bit of the cooch. I'm just playing. You ain't don't look. Okay, don't fight me, millimeters. Okay, I'm just playing. She ain't got to give up the cooch. But I will admit that it probably would have turned me on a little bit that Martell did all of that, and I probably would have fucked him when I got home. Honestly, if it was me, he would have got a little slice of the coochie, and I would have had to catch the hit. He probably would have exposed me for it at the reunion, but I would have had to do it because he earned it. He earned some coochie that day. Y'all ain't gonna tell me he didn't. Y'all know. Not only did he look like the mature party and all it is, but he held himself together very well. And then on top of that, he still looked good in his outfit. Meanwhile, Marceau titties is bouncing all around his blouse and jeans that he got on. And we basically see Maurice in one of them, scamming lawyer suits, built like a potato. At the end of the day, Cecilia said he earned nothing. Cecilia, I'm just playing. Do not look. Okay, Team Millimeters. I am just playing. Do not, please, do not put me in another YouTube beef. Do not try to burn down my house. Do not try to slash my tires. I am just playing. It is not that serious. Let's all take a joke. Can we a kiki in the caca? Can we do that together? Okay, cool. All right. So let's get into it. what would I rate this episode? What would I rate this episode? I would rate it. I would rate this a 10. This episode, this episode was wild. Y'all, this episode was good. And also y'all, like the video, please. And can y'all please subscribe to the channel. You will be doing me a lot of different favors if you did that. You have no idea. And I really appreciate all the support that y'all are giving me right now. But anyway, let me get back into it. I give it a 10. This episode was definitely it. It really was. I'm not gonna hold you. It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Lorena Nueva said, "We mean what we mean, and you can fly and grab a star from the sky for us, and you still where we left you." What? Oh yeah, she did. Oh yeah, Destiny did say I'm on 10. I was like, Destiny, you really proud of saying that, huh? I was like, if only you knew how trash that song was. Every single time you say that you are on 10, you were saying that you were on some trash. Anyway, let me do this real quick. How many likes do we have? Could somebody tell me? Let me know. Let me know, because I really want to hear what y'all gotta say about this. Cause I know I can keep on talking and keep on talking. But at the end of the day, it ain't about me. It's about y'all. It's about y'all. It's about y'all, okay? So yeah. Whew. Okay, we had 114 likes. Okay, cool. So I'll drop the link. I'm really I don't think we're at 1,145 likes, Shirley. I don't think we're there, sis. I don't think we there. I don't think we there yet. All right, I just put the link in the chat. Let me go on my phone to try to pin it real quick. Why the fuck didn't I just check my likes on the phone anyway? That would have been way easier than asking. Child, what's wrong with me? Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, and if y'all don't want to talk, just let me know. I'll just pop off and go. I'll just pop off and dip out. Y'all know it ain't nothing to it but to do it for me. I ain't trying to hold y'all longer than. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay, let me see if I can pin it. All right, there we go. Whoo, child, it's hot. They got the heat on, child. It's 50 degrees outside, but they got it damn near hell up in here. I can't take it. But anyway, hit the link, Rena Williams. Why y'all want Rena to come up here and bother me? She already bothering y'all. Y'all just want me to cuss her out. You came right in when Jeremy was encouraging Mel to give Martell support. Y'all, okay, so y'all telling me that after that episode, it didn't he wasn't a little bit attractive. I mean, I'm only human. To me, I'm just telling you, if I was Melody, that's what I would have done, because I am human and I am imperfect. Okay, I probably would have gave him a slice, just a little slice, but he won't get to take no leftovers home, like just a little bit. Hold on, I got somebody in the chat. What's up, Shirley?
Good morning, Jeremy. And no, he was not even a little bit attractive.
Okay, well,
not to me.
We can. Well, you don't. Well, you're not even sexual anyway. So
it don't matter. I can still find someone sexually attractive and not want to have sex with them.
I mean, all I'm saying is that she didn't have to give him the whole coochie. She could have gave him 5%.
No, and I tell you why. Because all this started with his lies.
Oh yeah, it really did. Martell. It's so funny that you brought it back to that, because I kind of forgot about that. I'm
always gonna bring it back to that because people want to forget and give him props for being just the most basic. And reason why he held himself together is because he even said, "I'm trying to get back with the Scots. I'm trying to be good with Mel." Take a stand. That's what he needs to do. Take a stand. You gonna stand up or what?
Stand up.
So he's a punk. I can't stand Martell, and I think the best thing she ever did was divorce him. But anyway.
But it didn't. But it wasn't sexy watching. It wasn't sexy.
No, it
watching.
Was not. Okay. Not to me, it wasn't.
Watching him protect her like that.
Protect her. He put her in that mess.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Because with
Melody
his
put him.
lies,
I mean, he did ultimately by a lie,
ultimately,
but
yes. But you know what?
nobody told Wanda to say all of this.
No, nobody told her that, but he gave him the ammunition by even lying.
Truth be told, when he did say that, like that was literally right after the divorce. Like, I think that was like
It don't
season
matter.
3.
She ain't never lied on him about nothing.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying that like he can only apologize and move on from what happened in the past.
He's
And
never did that. He's still lying about
I mean, that
me
is true as
sleeping
well,
around on him and blah blah blah. But you know what? Um, he disgusts me. I'm never going to see it for Martell, and I never saw any spark that y'all see between them. I'm just glad she's divorced him and she can move on with her life. He's despicable, and now. But I do say this: when Melody said, "Quit talking about my children," Wanda really wasn't talking about the children. She was talking about Melody.
It like you
Again,
could be talking about Melody you can be talking about Melody, but when you bring up the paternity of the
well,
child, you
yes,
are
but that comes back to the mother, right?
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the child. So the child, what if the child was on TV seeing that and said, "Mama, so Martell ain't my daddy"?
Well, you know what? One day she might even say that, and then it's going to
No,
go
no.
back to
Well, that's it. That's exactly why this is getting nipped in the bud, because no matter what it is, Miss Wanda should not have been fucking saying that shit, and she dead ass
absolutely,
wrong, and her ass been
absolutely.
and like one like
Are you
Melody's
gonna let
better than
me
me
speak? Or
because
you gonna
I
interrupt
would
me?
have popped Miss Wanda right in her fucking face if she had got that
You
close to
gonna
me.
let me say something?
Go ahead.
And if Sugar Mama ever says that to her, I hope Melody said, "Well, that's what your daddy was putting out. Your
Oh
daddy
yeah,
insinuated." So
yeah.
it comes all back to daddy.
Well, no, I don't think. But in my opinion, I don't think I don't think Martell was insinuating that
He was
that
no. Hold on, let me finish. He wasn't insinuating that those were not his kids, but putting it out that Melody terminated pregnancies. Why would you
yeah.
terminate a pregnancy? Well, then that just calls into question of stuff, especially with somebody as
But
ignorant as
like, yeah, but
Wanda.
I'm talking about the not, but like, but the children that that he's taking ownership of, which is all the children that's been born. He said that they're his, and she said
That
that
is
they're
true.
his. So
That is true. But still,
whatever aborted
mm-hmm.
fetuses has anything to do with it doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, nothing that Martell stated connected that
Yes, you do.
Sugar Mama was not Martell's daughter, and I don't care what nobody has to
I
say.
don't care what you have to say, but
Wanda,
I'm saying this. I'm
Wanda,
saying
Wanda,
this
Wanda just
when he even questions paternity of anything that was in Melody, that's what puts it in there.
Wanda literally pulled that out of her ass. Like
And the same way he
Martell did
did.
not allude to that. You would not be able to
Yes, he
connect
did.
that. Them
Not
kids
those
look just
children
like
now.
him. Them kids look just like him. Don't nobody think that those kids are not Martell's. And he was never talking about those kids. He was saying that when she got an
Let me say
abortion,
this. Can I say something? He's
go.
not in his mind, but he lies so much. He's reckless with his mouth. So then people are going to take stuff like that. And again, that comes back to him being reckless. Now he can say, "Oh no, I know those kids now. Those are all mine." Probably the kid that she terminated the pregnancy was yours too, but she was just tired of you. But then that comes into question. I'm not debating the paternity of the children, but that's
I'm
what he did.
I know you're not, but I'm saying that nothing that Martell said
Oh,
warranted her to connect that anyway. Like I would not have ever said like just because he said you need to go find your baby daddy, like just because he said you need like well, I keep on repeating what Wanda said. I'm saying because he said
mm-hmm.
that I question the paternity of the baby that she aborted. Does not to me equate that Sugar Mama ain't Martell's daughter.
No, not to us, and probably not to Wanda, but she's just using that. But I'm
Exactly.
saying
So
it
I'm
all
saying,
starts with his lies
but
and
I'm
his
saying,
insinuations.
of course, but all I'm saying is that
That's all I'm saying.
regardless of that point, like nothing that Martell said, in my opinion, garnered
That's your
those
opinion.
like that type of connection. Like, and then why would you pick Sugar Mama out of all of the
Because she's
kids?
the youngest.
And that's some bullshit. And
I know it
that's
is.
even more disgusting.
Same with him. He needs to be careful with his mouth because when he says stuff trying to come at Melody, it can backfire on his children.
And I agree. I agree that
That's all I'm saying. So
Martell
y'all
is
need to
so
quit giving him credit for being basic.
who me?
Yeah. I know you were joking, but you're like, I would give him a little bit of. No, he needs to stay the
Well,
hell away from Melody.
I mean, that's because I'm toxic and I would be fucking my baby daddy. That's just me.
Okay, well that's you.
Okay, I'm just saying it was just me. I ain't say that's what Mel need to do, but I was just saying that's what I would have did if I was Mel. I
No,
would have gave him some coochie then put him back
no.
on ice.
Lord have
That's just
mercy.
me. Because it was, I'm sorry, but it was hot. It was hot to me how he was fighting like that. I thought it was sexy. I'm not saying
Okay,
that
I
I'm
don't
not
think he
saying that
was
him
fighting like that. He's
protecting
a
him
punk.
protecting her is something
He
that's
wasn't
mind
protecting
blowing.
her. He's
But
a
I'm
punk.
saying, I mean, he was trying to separate
Yeah, because he want to keep his business dealings. He's a punk.
I mean, not only that, because I feel that he also felt that it was a chance that they could get back together, and he felt that he should protect
Well,
her.
he's a fool.
But I'm trying to tell you that at the end of the day, he was protecting her, though.
I don't see that, but okay. No,
Child.
I just don't see. I see right through it. I don't give nobody. When you do stuff as vile as he's done, ain't no second chances with me.
I mean, I'm not saying some second chances, but I'm just saying that, like, we on the way home and we both heated and we feeling some
No.
passion. I might just slip up and give you
Well,
some
that might
coochie.
be
Like,
you, but especially, you know what, Natasha P. Why don't you come up here? Because I'm not gonna be
I
up
mean,
here
y'all saw me
alone.
like y'all talking about next caller, but nobody's clicking the link. Like y'all all
Oh,
can
well,
come,
see, they need to come up here.
y'all all can
So
come up here, and y'all all can come up on here and
I ain't gonna
talk.
be arguing with people. I have, my thoughts, and that's it.
I don't think they're gonna come up here and argue with you, Shirley.
I'm not gonna be arguing with people. I will leave. Because like last night, I was on another lab, and people started saying some crazy stuff
But Shirley, would I ever allow people to say crazy stuff to you?
about critiquing of a reality show. They started saying some other stuff, and I wasn't cool with it, and so I would remove myself. Oh, Shirley probably. You right. I do not, because I don't. Brenda
Shirley,
Beautiful.
Shirley, I never let anybody come onto my channel and disrespect you at all. So that is not something that you have to worry about, okay?
I don't have no. The other person who was having the live, she didn't allow that. I just removed myself from it. That's all.
What's up, Quinita?
Hey.
Hey. What's on your
Hey.
mind? Quinita? Quinita, pick up the phone. Vianne, get the phone.
What happened? Can you hear me?
Okay. We
Yeah, we
didn't
can
hear
hear
you at
you.
first. Now we can hear you now. Sorry.
I do agree with Shirley and everyone else who said it started with Martell talking his trash. But I will disagree that with the whole comment about Wanda not talking about the kids. When she said he needs to have a paternity test on that baby, that is now bringing up the kid. And she was dead ass wrong for that.
Yes, she was.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know at what point are we gonna start holding her accountable?
Who, Wanda?
Yeah.
What was that? What would that look like?
Kicking her fat ass off the show. I'm tired of Wanda.
Okay,
Hefty
the
egg built
ability
ass.
to do that?
You said what?
Who has the ability to do that, to kick her off the show?
Carlos King.
Okay, you think Carlos gonna do that?
I don't know what Carlos is gonna do.
No, he's not gonna do that.
Y'all already know I believe that Carlos is a demon. I one of y'all.
But I do
y'all,
agree with that Wanda does
leaving.
need to be held accountable, and Tisha with her BS talking about don't be talking about my mama like that. I mean, she right, but at the same time, your mama been talking reckless out her mouth regarding Melody and her kids. And like Melody said, it's one thing to talk about me, but when you start referencing or bringing up my kids, that's when I have a problem. And that's why I'm supporting Melody in this whole conflict, because this not the first time she's mentioned that girl's children. It's not. And she was checked about it before by Martell.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you turn around, whenever Tisha and Melody are in it, Wanda got to put her face in it, which she doesn't have a place in there. That's why Miss Van is right when she's standing to the side saying it's between them. but Wanda want to get in it, trying to defend her daughter because her daughter likes to say slick shit and then act like the victim when she called out.
Speak, Pastor.
And
Yeah.
and then when Melody finally calls her Wanda on her crap, now you want to step in and be like, don't talk about my mama. Tell your mama to shut the hell up.
And you see Marcel, he just wanted to get beat up, if you ask me.
I really don't think so, because
he wasn't gonna step in. He wasn't
oh
gonna
yeah,
step in.
but then why was he so turned up? Okay, hold on, y'all. Hey, Kim Belly Burrell, how you doing? Do you know you up here?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Hold on, Louisiana chick, you know your camera's on, right? Okay, she said, I know. I'm a cute bitch. So at the end of the day, you hoes are jealous. She was like, I know. Anyway.
Now I have this bonnet on. I can't be on camera.
Come through. Yes, honey.
Okay, so let me know what y'all are thinking. Go ahead.
So this is what I want to say.
Okay. I'm so.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Want to go?
You can go ahead.
I'm over every one of them. I'm over everyone on that show. Destiny.
Wait, we can't. We can. Louisiana chick, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Somebody has their.
Wait a minute, Melody messing up everybody else's marriage. Marceau was up there messing up Melody's marriage by helping Martell pay coleslaw.
That's right.
What?
And one of y'all have something on in the background. Can y'all? Okay, so she hopped off. What were you gonna say, Kimberly?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
We good.
Good. Let me quit. Okay, listen. This is Chef Danda.
Oh, Chef, you such
oh my God.
Hey, Chef.
I knew it was him. I knew it.
Listen, this is the point that I want to make that I think a lot of people are missing too. Like, Wanda made it a point to say that she went to Mel and Miss Van's hometown to gather up a whole bunch of information. Wanda also said that she knew who this man was that she claimed that was the daddy of Sugar Mama. So yes, she did go she went extremely too far. And she had to be addressed. Your mama food nasty, your grandmama food nasty. I don't care nothing about Mel saying her food looked nasty and it was I don't care nothing about that. But what I will say, I got like a really bad echo.
I can't hear it.
Yeah,
Chef, I want to support you because remember when before this episode came out and all of this stuff came out, Wanda tried to lie and say, oh, she was talking about Melody and her daddy. But then we see for a fact she was talking about Melody's child. They've been trying to do damage control because they knew this stuff was going to come out and it wasn't going to be pretty.
I told y'all that. I had already told y'all that. And this is exactly why Destiny went on her little Instagram crying spree, because she knew this episode was coming up. And she knew the way she was going to look. Listen, all of these people, y'all is so full of shit. I can't take it. I can't take it.
Right. And everybody spin job talking about, oh, the narratives that's being put out is wrong. What narratives? We see it on the screen. Again, what are these narratives when y'all put this stuff out on the screen? The only one who would not trying to spin the block like that is Mel. Mel was like, don't be mad, don't get upset, don't be in people's DMs. It is what it is.
Quinita, can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, I can hear you now.
You have something. I don't know if you have something playing in your background. I don't know if you were watching this video on another application, but
probably.
You have
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
background noise.
Sorry, that probably was my TV still on. I
Yeah.
thought I muted it.
All right,
Okay.
so hold on. Let me unmute. Okay, unmute yourselves. I think the echo is gone.
Okay, but yeah, that I think that that's the point that a lot of people are missing. I got the picture of the man, and what I want Wanda to do is sit down somewhere and shut up because that man don't. I'm come on, sis. Like you gotta chill. You gotta chill. And your thick tongued daughter sitting up defending you in your stupid actions, like. And then let's talk about it. Since you come up from behind. Now, all of them people that went on social media and dragged Mel for saying that she was lying about Wanda coming up, sneaking up behind her. Come on now. Come on now. That was a weak moment. But you got so much to say. You got so much mouth. Y'all to lay Wanda out.
Wanda's
Ain't no
Child,
way nobody would have
I
stopped
always
me.
find it funny how Mel is automatically lying and the liar and everything, and then we see it on tape and they get caught in their lies. It's comical at this point.
Wanda is ignorant. She should be embarrassed. She too old to act like that.
She built like an Easter egg.
I mean, having them trying to keep her inside the store, and then I mean, that's just so dumb and ignorant. I think once you get past the age of 18, you really should not be acting like that. Maybe that's even pushing it because I think men still engage in physical activity because they're
I'm,
testosterone, but still,
I'm,
that's just she's so ignorant.
I mean, but we're like talking about people who have a hard time reading and just speaking properly. So what do we really expect from these, like from these, like these pound of hood rats? Like there's like this little litter of hood kittens. Like
Let me
it's
ask this.
Hello.
Somebody in the comments. Let me ask this. So Tisha posted on her IG before or during the episode or whatever, asking if Mel was really mad about was it about the children or her baby daddy? And I'm just like, so if Mel came back and checked her, would she still be wrong? Cause you still talking this trash. Like for
But the
real.
thing
She done
about it,
told y'all keep her kids out her mouth. She don't care that y'all talk about her, come at her, but keep her kids out your mouth. Don't talk about them, don't reference them, don't bring them into it.
hold on. So Tawana 908, thank you for the thank you for the super chat. She says the snots need to go, and I think we all can agree with that. And I want to once again thank you for the super chat. Go ahead, what you were saying, Ladybug X.
Sorry.
hi, how y'all doing today?
Fine, how are you this morning?
Right. Hello.
We're
Good,
doing
good.
lovely. We're doing lovely.
Well, that's great. That's great. I just wanted to just say that this is not physical. This is in the spiritual realm. And what you just said, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. You just got through speaking. Why Tisha put that out there yesterday? Because that's literally a demon trying to uh, provoke the chosen. So that's really what that is. And we're in a day where right is wrong and wrong is right. And this is not the only. Their platform is not the only platform where the truth is the lie and the lie is the truth. Again, that's spoken of in the last days. So you already automatically know who what agent these people work for, especially when they talking about God. Everybody don't have the same God in their heart. Now, if you somebody that could sit up and deny the truth and your words is recorded, that's a demon. Cause ain't nobody in their right mind gonna deny something that they know that's on record. So that's what we dealing with, and that's what we see. And just like Miss Wanda, like, oh, Miss Van could get in it, Miss Van could get in it. That's a demon. Again, wanting to provoke the chosen. But why would Miss Van fight that fight when she ain't had to? She just stood there so graceful, but she knew wasn't nobody gonna harm her daughter. And for the woman who was just speaking prior to, when you saying this about Martell, you can't put what Miss Wanda do on Martell.
I didn't
I
say
can't
that.
put what nobody do, what I do on nobody else. I cannot do that. So that ain't what started that. What started
Yeah, it
that
is.
is Miss Wanda trying to
No, I think she's saying.
well, what started that with what I'm saying is Miss Wanda know what I'm a mama. And see, yesterday, her and her daughter would have got hit in their mouth if she would have said that. In any mention of my children, any way whatsoever, when grown-ups is talking, I tell my kids to go when grown-ups speaking. Now, a grown-up show, because I'm no protector of you. And a grown-up ain't never gonna speak up on my child, and they in my face. See, she would have got her and her daughter would have got bust right in their mouth. See, because you don't, as a woman, you don't speak up. That's something we already know we don't do as women. I'm not gonna speak up on the paternity of the next person if I'm just making something up or if I don't have facts. Why would I do that as a woman first? By what Martell done put in the works. And I'm gonna say this to Destiny and Tisha and all them who just want to go with, because Tisha, you could tell what was Tisha's problem yesterday. Her problem was her daddy was in her DMs. And her problem, and then now you repeating and regurgitating, because it's literally slander and defamation they got going on. Because now you're regurgitating a lie that, oh yeah, because it's not about that. It's about, you said my daddy was in your DMs, which he was. So, and then here you go deflecting. Well, he's a nice person. It's like they want to believe a lie. That's a demon. Ain't no righteous person going, even if it's about myself. I'm not going to, if you tell me something about myself and it's the truth, I'm going to have to sit down and marinate on that. I might not like it and it might hurt, but that's how people grow. Now, you sitting up here constantly, and Tisha, as a woman, as a girl, because she's not a woman, I can't call her a woman, you never spoke up on this, your mama disrespecting nobody kids. But you talking about somebody, your mama deserved the protection of whatever comes from speaking up on somebody kids. Make that make sense. And Destiny and Tish and them, that's how you ain't built for Hollywood, because we already see our people going crazy in Hollywood, because you got to go up in there and you got to know who you are, like Tabitha. Like Tabitha Brown, you got to know who you are. They will change you. Because too many times Destiny done said, when at that event, she was on an interview at Melody's video event. Somebody from the show made her come to Melody about the village. See, you already saying people making you do things. Okay, boo, where's your integrity? See, you can't get into that business and think that you're not going to be used. So she's selling her soul, and that's how you sell your soul. The devil don't just come to you and say, here go a contract and your life is over, it's all belong to me. No, it's one thing you do at a time. Just like it's one test at a time. Just like we all got tests, even on the job. You could sell your soul on the job. It's one test at a time. And in Destiny, you're failing. Tisha, you're failing. Miss Wanda, you're failing. Marceau, you're failing. Martell, you're failing. Kimmy, you be straddling the fence, but don't let them people put you up to being a bone carrier and going back and forth, because you're not even that caliber of woman. So don't sell your soul, Kimmy, because the rest of them already did, because they like to believe a lie just to keep a check.
Late for Kimmy, honey.
So that's all I wanted to say. You can't be on this platform, Destiny, and think that you don't want to tell your business. And anyways, you're not gonna tell me as a woman that I wasn't your friend, and I done gave you $6,000. I bet ain't now one of them in your circle, ain't now one of them gave you $5. And guess what? Maurice put you on Front Street on the show because he already knew you had a PP loan, but he had to ask you on camera. These people is playing you, boo. Okay, that's all I have to say.
I think that was enough, though.
Sorry. Hey, Chef Don, I'm in Dallas too.
Baby, don't be sour, honey. That was good, honey. That's what we need to hear.
I wanna add on to what you were saying about how they it seems like as soon as Martell, and that's what I think Shirley and I were in agreement on, the origin is Martell saying stupid, slick stuff out of his mouth about Melody. And that opened the door for everyone to feel like, oh, they can disrespect Melody. Because you notice how the tone went from, oh, Martell cheated and messed up his family, to, oh, now Mel's a hoe and she dropping it low and spreading it wide and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, that doesn't negate that Martell still cheated and ruined his family, and that's why they're not together. And I'm sorry, for me, if Melody did have an affair, is it right? Probably not. But at that point, he had a whole girlfriend, a long-term relationship, as well as other affairs. I don't blame her. And she even said, I was separated from him for months. She was seeing someone. To me, I feel like Melody said stuff to Martell to make him mad. But if she was in a hotel giving, sloppy to somebody, oh, well, Martell was out here having babies with someone else. And then somebody in the chat was talking about how Melody was always calling Marceau when her and Martell got into arguments. No, other people got Marceau into it. Marceau interjected himself into it, trying to act like he cares about them and trying to help them out. Meanwhile, on the back end, he helping his friend Martell give his mistress money.
Yep.
And him and his brother hanging out with Martell and his mistress, but sitting up there telling Melody, oh, we're all friends, we're family, we care about you, we're trying to help you keep your family together. Come on, stop it. Melody is messy, just like everybody else. Melody has her things about her, but don't sit up here and act like they did not do any shady stuff behind the scenes that Melody don't see it for them now. Don't do that. If you want to keep it real and talk about people being fake, you stop being fake. Because that's the real story also, is that Marceau and Maurice were out here hanging out with Martell and his mistress, and they tried, Marceau owned it, but Maurice was lying about it. And that's how Tisha knew about them BMWs, whether Mel told her or not. And she threw that up in Mel's face, because all Mel told her was like, if you think your husband cheating, go around there and find out what he doing. And why did Melody say that? Because that's what Melody was out here doing, riding around looking for Martell, finding out what he was doing, hiring an investigator, building, setting the path for her divorce, because he was out here doing too much. So Melody was speaking from experience. But as always, Tisha took that offense to it. And whether or not Mel was being shady or not, that's up for debate. Was she? Probably. But still, she told her, go find out what your husband's doing. She chose not to.
Going back to that scene, if I remember correctly, I think Tisha came in with an attitude, wanted to know why is Martell saying Marceau got 20 girlfriends. Now, your husband, I don't know if she knew her husband was helping with the money situation, but you know about the BMW stuff. So why are you even coming? Why don't you go to Martell and ask him? Why are you coming at the wife asking? But anyway.
Right. And Mel was like, well, is it true? And I was like, okay. I mean, y'all being catty, y'all sitting up there, took them to an anniversary party out here talking behind their back. And that came back out, and that y'all were doing it. Y'all brought it up at the anniversary dinner about infidelity. Like, it's supposed to be an anniversary dinner. What are you doing? So, I mean, really, don't sit up here and act like you victims. Like, you never said anything to them and they came at y'all wrong. No, y'all both were slinging dirt. And you got your feelings hurt.
Also, y'all, for those who just walking in, can y'all please like the video as y'all come in and get yourself comfortable?
I paid my tithes. I like
Yes, you paid your tithes. You paid your church tax. Oh yes, and then we had D Cornet's lady with Ladybug come in here and gave us a good old sermon, and then she did. But at the end of the day,
I can't believe Chef did us like it.
Oh yeah, I knew that was him. As soon as I saw Kim Belly Burrell, I was like, that has
I
to
was
be him.
like, he's so silly.
Yes.
He is so silly.
Yes. So once again, so in my opinion,
Rita, yeah, because if you got cheated on for 5 years straight and you was out here looking for your husband, trying to find out what's happening, and somebody asked you, well, how do you know if he's been my husband out here cheating? And I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, go find out for yourself. Ride around to find out for yourself. That is giving somebody game from hard-earned experience.
And JD, you a lie.
You want.
Ain't no way.
And then when she was tired of it and tired of the disrespect, she left her husband, or who is now her ex-husband, who down bad all the time. Tisha, and I'm not one to tell anybody to leave their marriage. I mean, if I could, I would want my husband to still be here. So. But the thing is that Tisha still out here being disrespected by her husband, and she chose to stay, and that is her business. But they not role models either. So whatever.
In my opinion, I feel like all of this really just boils down to a lot of jealousy that they have towards Melody's, success and, Melody doing better than them, especially when it comes to Destiny. Like, her whole energy was off because she saw two women who are established and doing something for themselves. And she wasn't with the brigade of women who hates Melody for that. Like, I know a lot of people don't think that Kimmy is a part of that, but yes, she is. Kimmy doesn't have anything going on. She convinced this man to make her quit her job, her profession, and doing nursing, to try to open up a brokerage. Why is everybody open up a damn brokerage and a damn real estate agency? Like, everybody don't need to sell no damn houses.
Because it's the new con. I'm surprised he ain't got her in crypto yet.
He probably do.
Because, that's another new con. Some people making good money out of it, but the majority of people getting scammed.
Yeah. I just feel like with all the scrutiny that Mel has had for this show, and everybody want to talk about Mel being fake, but Mel actually put her life on this show. Okay, to be judged, to be talked about, to look like a fool. She actually put herself out here. Meanwhile, everybody deflecting, trying to cover up, trying to lie, getting caught in their lies. Mel actually put her stuff on tape. So, her being fake, okay, she might be phony sometimes with her attitude, her nice, nasty attitude, but she done put her life out here. But
she used the show. Melody used the show to get free, and I'm glad for it.
They expected Melody to crumble. They wanted to watch her fail. They wanted to watch her life fall apart, and it did. But she got back up. And she's building herself up better than ever. And it seems like everybody is mad about that. And it's like, why? Why?
I don't
know. Isn't that what you want for people to who've been cheated on, disrespected, to rise up and do better?
Yep, that is what you should want for somebody, but like, these are not normal people.
Well, those were never like really her friends. Those were his friends.
Yeah. Like, and on top of that, like, I always felt like I don't understand why people give Kimmy a pass when it comes to all of this.
I ain't never seen it for Kimmy.
Like, Kimmy is just as big of a hater as Destiny and Letitia. But the thing is that, like, she loves to hang around people who she feels better than. Like, she feels like she's more in charge when it comes to Destiny, Letitia. Like, she feels better than them. She tries to talk down. She tries to speak in a condescending tone. Like, why did you have to ask Destiny multiple times if she don't want, if they can't get over it? If they don't want to get over it, they don't have to get over it. When people were asking you a couple seasons ago, did you want to get over the stuff that Wanda said about you sleeping with married men? You weren't trying to get over it, but were we all up in your face asking you multiple times? Do you think you can bury this hatchet?
Right. They want Mel to get over things and let things go, but they never let things go. I mean, Tisha's still talking about the 20 women.
So I guess.
Can I say something about Destiny?
Go ahead.
There's something, I think Destiny, she's hurt by something. And I don't know, because she's taken a personal offense to I guess Melody and Stormy. Now it seems like the previews, she got some sense and is trying to make some type of peace for the sake of the business. But the way she was behaving, that was more than just being having a stank attitude. That's hurt, and I want to know. Well, we'll never know. But where does that come from?
Like I told you, it comes from jealousy. What Destiny is mad at is because she feels that she deserves to have just as much success as Melody and Stormy. She does not understand as to why she is not entering into the same, like, lane of success that they're in. She feels that she's carried the same characteristics. She feels that she's an ex-wife. She feels that she's a mother. She feels that she's black. She feels that she has an entrepreneurial spirit, but all of it is not connecting. But she does not understand it's not connecting because her spirit isn't right.
Do you think it's just like something as simple as jealousy? And it couldn't be
I do think it is like jealousy, and I didn't say jealousy, I said envy. And that's way different. Jealousy, I'm like, oh, you got like this candy that I want, and I'm mad that I don't have it. Envy is different. Envy is a spiritual thing. Envy is something when you have a hatred towards somebody because they have something that you want. You're not mad that you just don't have it.
I mean, you could tell from her post where she was like, well, I want the same type of support Melody has, and I want this and all this woe is me stuff. And it's like, girl, well, I mean, if you tell us more about yourself, then maybe people would feel bad or feel supportive of you. And if your attitude wasn't so messed up, I mean, this episode, it's not a good look for her.
No, she looked very bad.
Yeah, she really did. She looked like a damn clown. And that dress was the punchline.
Stop it, Jeremy. You so wrong.
Oh, like that dress was terrible. Like as soon as the camera
panned, terrible. Very nice.
As soon as the camera panned down to her gut in that mesh, I was like, this is not okay.
She doesn't wear clothing that's fitting for her shape.
Yeah, of course. That's why she had to Photoshop her on 10 cover photo. I was like, this must be body goals for her, because this is not what she given in real life.
Yeah, she doesn't wear the clothing that she picks does not flatter her body, and she's not like a fat person. But just because you are not overweight doesn't mean you need to wear certain clothing, because it doesn't look good on her.
And I'm gonna say this, I think Destiny is still hurt by the breakdown of their relationship, her friendship with Mel. But the thing is that, girl, you put yourself in a situation that, caused that breakdown. They both did. And so you knew, and for her to be like, I didn't know Tisha was her enemy. No, Tisha sat up there and said all of that stuff on the reunion stage. You don't think that there was a problem?
She did.
You mean to say you witnessed that? And you heard that girl say Mel wasn't a good friend, and you didn't even defend your friend and say, well, from my point of view, that's not true. My experience. You didn't say any of that. So then you in a room talking with Tisha, and you don't see that there was an issue. And I'm serious. I think they were talking about that whole Melody when she said, I didn't know, I don't remember or whatever.
Yeah,
they were talking about that, because that's why nobody's saying anything, because Mel doesn't want to discuss any of that. That's her business. But you got caught up in that. And even if you said to her, you know what, it wasn't meant that way. Melody and just not good with those people. You just heard that Marcel was helping Martell pay his mistress. Like, nothing good came from that reunion. So you didn't have the common sense to kind of be like, oh, this probably isn't a good situation, or I need to watch how I move with these two women, because this is not, there's a breakdown between the two of them, and I'm now in the middle. But no, that's not what she did. And then you see her doing the same thing with Martell. Now, she probably also was telling Melody stuff that Martell was saying, but still, like, you going in between, you being messy, and then sometimes you're not even carrying the full message back and forth. So, and then now recently you got crunk with that woman's mother the way that you did. Now y'all never gonna be good.
Can y'all never gonna be good. Something to me. when she said go and pimp your daughter, what does that mean?
I don't
She
know,
just said something to be saying it.
and I thought that was a very serious accusation because I'm saying you talking about pimping your daughter. Are you saying this happened when she was underage? Like, are you like what are you saying, Destiny?
We just
Because
throwing out lines just to be throwing out. It don't
I
make
didn't
sense.
talk about
Yeah.
Destiny's body. I don't know what this person's talking about. I ain't talk about Destiny's
Nisha, you can
body. I
jump in
talked
there.
about her
I'll just
attitude
ignore that person.
Can I
and
say
what they
something
said
real
on the
quick,
Shannon,
show.
ladies?
please let the other person
Sorry, I'm
speak.
sorry.
Oh no,
Hi.
you're fine. Hi everyone. How you doing? Hi Jeremy.
Hey Nisha, how
Hello.
are you?
I'm good. I agree with you about it being envy. When it comes to Destiny, but also with Tisha. For me, when Mel had what I think it was the video premiere, and when Destiny brought up she didn't have a village,
Mm-hmm.
that was so out of the blue, so not the time. But for me, that exposed who Destiny really was. She was envious in that moment that here Melody is stepping out, thriving, and she's like, what about me? Her friend, which even though she was Martell's friend, I still don't believe, I think she was okay with Melody, but was never Melody's friend. I think Melody thought Destiny was her friend, and she found that out too late. But all of that set in motion for me Destiny's real intention. And I think from that moment on, Destiny started aligning herself with the Scots because Mel was so taken aback. And I think that started somewhat of a pull back from Melody with Destiny. Because why are you asking me about a village? You want me to be your village? It's like she wants the same thing. Just like on her live, she's like, why don't y'all support me the way you do Melody? But you're nasty. You have a nasty energy. Tisha, I feel like with the 20 women, she comes at Melody about it because she wants Melody to come out and say it. So she wants to I feel like she wants to confront Marceau with Melody said, and this is what I have. See, Martell just put it out there,
Can I
but
can
she
I
don't.
can I say something? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to cut you off. I feel when it comes to Tisha trying to just go to Mel, I feel like she's going to Mel because she felt like Mel was just going to lie to her and make her feel better. But when Mel said, like, I don't know if Martell is lying, why didn't she just go to Martell? Because she didn't want to hear the truth. She wanted to hear the facts. She don't want it to be told. So
true.
if she goes at Mel and then she tries to press Mel about what Martell is saying, she knew that Melody was going to stand up for her husband, and therefore she would be able to just bicker back and forth with her. But the topic was still going to be left unchecked, as in her going to Martell and getting confirmation and information about said side holes that may have been in Atlanta with wide backs, right?
True. Because just like she knew about the matching car, we know Marceau was probably pillow talking, and he probably was running it back to Tisha like, oh, Martell out there doing this and he doing that, but I would never do that to you. Look at me, the good husband, coming to tell you how he is over there cheating on his wife, how low down he is, but not me. I'm his friend, but I'm not doing that. I know about it, but I'm not doing any of that. I'm not a part. And Tisha was eating it up. She was eating it up because they, at that point, she was looking for any and everything to come at Mel and try to knock Mel down a peg. Mel and Martell. But Martell is just so dumb, he don't even see it. That the whole plan was they was gonna knock you down a peg because, again, I agree with you, Jeremy. Mel and Martell at the beginning of this show were a force. And the Scots, I think, have envied that. Like, we were kind of nobodies.
Melody was the force.
I was
Martell
gonna say
was just
She
stringing
was.
along.
she
Yeah.
was, but at the same time, they, like Jeremy said, they balanced each other out.
No, he was
It's
a
just no,
betrayal.
it really no, they really
Yes,
did.
that's my
They when
opinion. He
they
was
weren't being
betrayed.
toxic with each other, when they weren't bringing out each other's toxic traits, when they were positive, when they were good, they did balance each other out, and
No,
they were a force to be reckoned with from what we saw
Melody is
and
the
up
force.
front. Now, what was going on behind the scenes is something totally different. But as a united front, and
Yeah.
Melody said that, and
She
that
was
was the true
wrong.
statement she said on that one reunion where she said, when they think we're
I
divided,
mean,
they try to come at us and take us down, but they don't know that we are always going to have be united, and it's always going to be team hope. And
Yeah.
I can relate to that, because
Well, I'm glad she
honestly,
got of those delusions.
well,
my
like
me
I like
like in my marriage, like I could relate to that. I can say whatever I need to say about my husband or whatever, but you don't say anything about my husband. And also, when we are out in public, and no matter if we having problems behind the scenes or whatever, it's gonna be a united front. You're not gonna be able to come in here and tear us down. If we're gonna be tore down, it's gonna be in an internal thing. It's not gonna be because of outside forces, and that's what happened
Exactly.
to them.
I
Well,
I
agree.
what
agree.
happened to them is Martell was not united. He had divided
No,
loyalties,
he
and there was
wasn't. But
some
I'm just
stuff.
saying.
I'm just saying
I
a lot of
agree
y'all
that
putting
they
stuff
were
on them that was maybe you guys are looking at stuff that I don't even see that was what it was. Martell,
Well,
to me, he was never deserving of Melody. She lifted him
I
up,
mean,
and he was tagging along for it.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
but I
but
think
like,
we all kind of.
but what we're saying, but I think what they're saying when they're talking about balance was that in this scene, you saw it. You
I
seen
didn't
that
see what.
Martell was way more like
What?
was way more cool and level headed in the
Because he tried
situation.
to
But
keep,
listen,
because he
listen to
had
what I'm saying.
something.
You can't talk over everybody.
I'm not
Um,
talking over everybody.
I'm saying like you like I'm letting you speak. You got to let me have my turn. So
Okay. I'm the one that's spoken the least, but okay.
I haven't. Me and you are both. I am taking the back seat as well. I haven't really said anything. I haven't really said much.
Mhm.
But like what I'm saying is that when it comes to them having balance, what I feel like everybody is saying is that Melody had a different sense of confidence in this situation, where she felt comfortable enough to know that as she approached these people, she knew she had Martell there as backup as well. And then in that regard, Martell was able to be cool and calm and level headed and allow Melody to speak on behalf of what they both believe. That's what they're saying. The balance is that Melody, when she's with him, she feels more
Mm-mm.
emboldened to be more bold and say what
Right.
she wants.
She don't
But
need
when,
him.
but when he's with her, he's way more level headed and way
No.
more he's thinking more, because him in this situation, he was very reasonable.
You know
Like
what?
he
Yeah, nobody is saying
Yeah,
he deserves her. Nobody is
No, I'm not
saying
saying.
that it
Can
was
I
a
exactly.
say
good
something?
marriage.
He
We're
said,
just saying that there was a
okay,
dynamic there that worked at one point, and you can see it where it worked at one point, and at one point it was positive and beneficial to both of them. They felt that way. Now, whether
mm,
we feel that way or not, that's a different story. But at one point it worked for them, and we can see
it didn't.
remnants of that dynamic where they finish each other's sentences, each other's thoughts. They are on
Okay.
one accord when they are working.
Well, I'm glad
But
she
when
broke
it
free from
falls
that mess.
apart, yes, Martell always usually breaks team first. We've also seen that. Martell will break team first, and then Mel used to get real mad about that. But Mel usually was the person
One moment, I want to
that
say
spoke up
something,
the
please.
most, that
Sonia,
that
hold on,
upheld
please. Can I
everything,
say
and then
something?
Martell
Quinita,
would
Okay.
hold
be in
on.
the background backing her up.
Okay. So, Sonia,
That's all.
I was in a live last night where people started to make derogatory comments about people from poor backgrounds, and I didn't want to be a part of that. So, yes, I can't force people to have an opinion. I don't I don't believe in, because I don't want to do that. I removed myself from it because I wasn't going to participate in that. That's it. That's it.
And I think, like, for me, it's not about the nuances of the marriage, because we know that Martell was the breakdown of the marriage. But it's like with family, your brothers and sisters, I could talk about them, but you can't.
Right,
So,
right,
and if you talk about them, we both gonna step. And I think that's just like what we kind of saw just in that episode. It's not about them getting together,
That's
if
what y'all
Martell
saw. I saw
is
something
like a
different.
decent guy or anything like that. But in that moment, it did give you season one when
It
they
gave
were,
you, not me.
and that's when they, which is fine, but it gave that glimpse of, okay, Melody and Martell wasn't all bad all the time, because they still stayed married, having children, and all of that. All we're seeing is just like I equated again to like the family thing. Hey,
Right.
you can't step to them. I don't care what I said about them. You can't. You can't say it. You can't step to them. And I think that's all that kind of was. And also, I want to touch on Tisha. Tisha would never ever say anything to her mama because Wanda is Tisha's dirty work clerk.
Exactly.
Ev- Everything that Wanda says is because Tisha just does not have the balls to say it. This is what they sit around and talk about. The same way she sat and talked about Kimmy to Kiowa. Tisha's nobody's friend.
Oh, thank you for
She's
reminding
nobody's
us
she's
about
nobody's
that.
friend.
Thank you for reminding us about that yet again. Another time, Tisha got caught on the playback tape lying
Exactly.
and saying something real shady and then trying to act like she a victim. Or, the thing they like to say about Melody, she throws rocks and hides her hands and then want to cry about it.
Exactly. And everybody was looking, and a lot of people were looking at Kiowa as, oh, she's just angry that Maurice left her. But as it went on, I was like, huh, Kiowa isn't, to me, wasn't just pulling the reason they got divorced or Kimmy being the side chick out of her butt. Tisha was sitting there talking to Kiowa, who she felt like she had a sisterhood with, about Kimmy. And then she was like, "Oh, Kimmy, we sisters. We. Tisha's nobody's friend. Tisha is gonna go where the wind blow.
Mhm.
Destiny just wanted Mel for her resources, and when she saw that gold truck pull up, she saw status. She saw everything that she wanted, and feels like, why not me? Why not me? She didn't want that gift because she let her pride get in the way. I'd have took that bag.
I would have
I'd have
took
took
that
that
bag
bag.
too. I would have took
I'd have
that
took that bag.
bag.
I'd have took that bag. And guess what? She should have took that bag and sold it and tried to go to Stormy Distribution and get some products to put in that store. Like Destiny wants, and I get it. If you have a personal relationship, you hopes that translate into business. But at the end of the day, Stormy is a businesswoman. And if you can't go through the proper channels to get her products like everybody else, you just ain't gonna have her products. But I still would have took the bag.
Hi, how
But
you guys doing?
hi, how are
Hey,
you?
Jeremy. Hi, how are you guys?
Hey,
Hey, I didn't see last night's episode because I kind of been boycotting the show a little bit because I'm so sick of the damn Scots. I don't know what to do. I really have gotten to the point where Tisha would have never been my friend. She when you said Tisha's nobody's friend, she really isn't. She's like an immature teenage high school child, and she don't play well with nobody. She wants everybody to cater and coddle to her because she's very, very, very immature. And
Mhm.
Kimmy seemed like she was gonna be cool, like her and Mel had something real. But when you find out how fake it really was, that pissed me off because she's been the most covered up with being fake, going in playing the two sides against the middle, and that pissed me off because at least keep it 1,000. If your husband got to expose the fact that you guys ain't even really friends, that's real fucked up, excuse my language, but that's real messed up. I think that's what makes me mad the most, that she's being real fake. Melody's been, I know Melody's probably keeping her at arm's reach. She ain't even keeping her too close to the vest, but at the same time, I'm giving you information, and maybe she's purposely giving her that information, knowing that she's being a bone carrier.
Mm, yeah. I think Kimmy um hides behind, I'm a mature, I'm an older woman, older than they. I got a career, I'm well spoken. I think she hides behind that.
Oh
But
yeah,
there's
like I'm
been
not going to get involved in the mess, that type of thing.
exactly. Yes. But when you see scenes with her and Mel, like even her facial expressions are given forced. Like it doesn't come across that it's a genuine. And at the end of the day, Kimmy, I think, has come to understand that she's a Scott wife. You gonna go along to get along because Maurice to me is worse than Marceau. Because at least with Marceau, he's a dick, but he's never hitting that. So I can accept you if you're an a-hole and that's just who you are. Maurice is much more slick. Snake oil
You're right.
salesman, much more slick. And
Definitely.
he's put Kimmy up because remember when he was like, "Oh, you need to." Now Kimmy had just said if we weren't sister-in-laws, she would have no dealings with Tisha. In come the new season, Maurice is on this, hey, you need to tell Tisha about that. You need to look out for her. And all of that was a deflection from when he lied about the Atlanta trip. So Kimmy
Mm-hmm. You
is
are
no
very
better than
right.
Tisha. She's
Mm-hmm.
no better than Tisha. She just can
Mm-hmm.
hide behind it. And Tisha just lets Wanda go off and rant and rave and see, and she'll get the benefit because it's like, well, I didn't say it. What do y'all want me to do? I can't control my mother, but it's everything that she wants to say.
Oh, definitely. And that's why she doesn't control her. And I feel, and I mean, as an older woman myself, a woman of a certain age, and I don't disrespect my parents, but Wanda would have got her ass whooped. I'm
I
sorry, and
agree with you
I hate,
guys.
but
I
Wanda
agree
is
with you
one of those
guys
people. Whew.
in that Kimmy is no different. She's just as messy as the rest of them. But where she differs for me, or used to differ for me, is that she would take accountability for her mess in the
Right.
past,
Okay.
whereas Tisha won't.
Right. I definitely understand.
Yeah.
I see that too. At least she used to take accountability.
Yeah.
Now I feel like everything is a front. Now I don't know what if it's about Maurice per se, or I think after Marceau started ragging on her ass and bringing up her secrets, remember in Vegas, I think she knew how dirty he could play, and I think she didn't want no parts of that, like him bringing up Maurice's stuff and making her look stupid on TV, because she clearly saw when that trip picture came up that he gives zero fucks about his brother or the integrity of anybody but himself.
Yeah, because remember, for me, okay, out of the couples, they kind of looked the least flawed, right? Kimmy and Maurice, they were kind of like, oh, the fan favorite. Everybody loves Kimmy, and the marriage was going swimmingly, so it appeared. But then came the issue with Monster, and then when it came out about the picture, and Maurice just told her a straight up lie. I think Maurice then said, we ain't gonna have our dirt out there. So let me put you on to Tisha. You need to try to fix this relationship. You need to try to look out for her. So it keeps the spotlight off of them. None of them are talking about their relationship. Everything is still about Mel and Martell.
Right.
Right.
It's a
None of
fake
them.
bond. Yeah, he wanted to keep a fake force going with the Scots. He didn't want to seem divided from his brother. And he felt maybe that Kimmy was keeping that fake, keeping the divide going. She didn't want to move to the manor. She didn't want to move on the hill with the rest of them. She didn't want to get along, go along to get along then. So
Exactly.
he
Right.
he
They
wanted them
they
to
all
pull
being
together. And
messy about Mel and Martell's life because they don't want to talk about their business. They were told
oh,
to
definitely.
deflect.
Exactly. Yeah. Because what did
Hmm.
he ask her? He was like, oh, what are you, team male? That was him
Right.
checking her right then. Get in alignment. This ain't what we're doing. We're not
Right.
team male. And I don't know if Maurice really has a problem with male, or if he's just using male for deflection.
I
Because
think
it's
he's one of those that always learned to play in the background so his shit don't come up.
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I think
He's always been one of those. And see, instead of checking his own brother about you putting us on blast, if I say I wasn't there, nigga, you supposed to say I wasn't there either. You know,
remember how Marceau like checked him in that morning, like that, I mean that day, like, oh, I got you. Like if we have to take it there, like, yeah, I get at you too.
right?
I mean, look
And
at
Marceau,
how
that's
they
what he
put their
knows.
brother on blast. They put out there that man was out there mad because of Miss Van denying him or speaking on him or whatever. But it came out because of Martell and your brother Marceau bringing up the fact that y'all had a relationship. Miss Van didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
They
that's
brought
Right,
it up, and then
that's true.
in this past episode, they brought up how that woman was paying your child support. How does that make you look? Your brothers put your business out there. Be mad at them.
Um,
And
But they should have been
remember,
put him in an
Maurice wasn't.
institution. They should
And
have been
remember,
put him somewhere because
oh, I'm
he is not
sorry.
right.
like, wait, Terica, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from California.
I knew you were. I knew it. I knew it. I know a fellow West Coast accent anywhere.
I'm from I lived in the Bay Area and San Diego.
I
From
knew it.
I
Okay, go
float.
ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Scott men got a
Okay.
problem. The Scott men usually have a problem with Melody, because Melody does not put up with their mess. And especially Marceau used to think it was funny in a way because they saw each other. I feel like Marceau knew how to get at Mel, and Mel knew how to get at him, and it would seem like it was a mutual respect thing that they both had. They cut people with words, and
Yeah.
they saw each other. But Maurice, kind of like someone else said, I'm sorry if I don't remember your name, that he plays in the background. He also tries to play the not peacemaker, but like he tries to be really what is it that I can't think
Neutral.
of the word I
Neutral.
want to say, but
He
he
wants to be
tries to
very
be.
neutral.
Yes,
Yeah.
between the two, between all parties, until Mel was like, "Oh, he's not relevant to anything because he was trying to support Martell by slandering her or other people by slandering her, saying, well, Mel seems to be the origin of all these issues." It's like, no, y'all were up here before the season even started talking about this woman, and she wasn't saying anything to y'all, but as soon as she starts saying stuff back, y'all got a problem.
And remember, Maurice, remember at the Vegas
Ooh,
trip
child.
when Martell said, well, I got that from your brother. That Marceau was the one, if I remember correctly, that Marceau was the one that said Kimmy was the side chick. Maurice was
Right.
crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Kimmy was out there swinging for her life, out there looking for a life jacket, and Maurice was like, I don't see nobody drowning. He just let that story lay there and lay there. So it's like he didn't even check that. But I feel like I've seen Kimmy from when the show first came on transform. So I'm kind of wondering which one is really the Kimmy, the one I fought in the beginning, or the one now? Because it seems like I said, she's no better than Atisha.
You're right. And
So
I feel the
which one
same
was the
way.
real one?
And the
I
thing
feel the
is
same
that
way.
until Martell put out there that Melody was a hoe or trying to call her a hoe, they couldn't come at Melody really with anything. They couldn't, because she's quick with her mouth too. And it's now all of a sudden, now it's like they all kind of slut shaming her, because that's what they're coming at her in that manner, or coming at her mama, because they can't hurt her with anything else, because they were
Right.
all complicit in her marriage. What was going on in her marriage that came out at the
Can I
reunion? Y'all
can I
were
ask y'all?
hanging out with him, sending her money. Y'all weren't her friend, but y'all was smiling in her face,
Can I
in
ask y'all a
Mel's
question?
face. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I have a question for y'all though. Why do y'all feel that Marceau escalated that fight out of nowhere like that? Why do y'all feel like he did that?
Was he
Someone
on
said
the
he
drink?
was drinking, and I feel like maybe that was the case. But then also, Marceau probably had resentment with Martell for a minute now,
So you
and I don't
saying that?
blame him.
So you saying that he didn't actually forgive him, and he was probably holding stuff in about him?
I just think that argument came out, like, if you're arguing about one thing, and then he was like, you don't know what you're talking about, and that might have clicked in his head that, oh, but you was out here saying stuff about me that wasn't necessarily true, or what have you. I just think that they all have resentment with each other at this point. They all messy. They all kind of toxic. It's just a lot. I don't believe nobody has really forgiven anybody for anything, but they all on this show together.
Yeah, I feel like he's holding on to it because Martell put the spotlight on him. The question of their marriage wasn't when Martell said about the 20 women. Then he had Wanda coming at him. You got the internet coming at him. They pulling up babies and all kind of stuff. I don't think he's ever gotten over that. And I think ultimately, yeah, he do want to take Martell down a few notches.
Right.
Do
And
he? Do
also
he
he
really want
didn't
to grow
like being
hands?
told he
No.
was wrong. Marcel always liked to think he right. He don't like being told he was wrong. And Martell saying, you don't know what you talking about, probably just set off a lot of stuff for him.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
ladies on the panel. Um,
Hey.
Hey,
hey, I just got 3 points, and then I'm gonna drop down. First point is, as a parent myself that's been divorced before, and me and my ex-husband have a child together. I don't care what it is that my daughter goes through, whether me and her dad agree or not, we're going to always unite to come to her aid. Most parents are going to unite to come to their child's aid, whether they like each other, dislike each other, or
Right.
love each other. So it's not really about Martell and Melanie because they divorced, they're gonna stay divorced, etc., etc. It's about their children, especially their children because they're small.
Right.
So that's why they came together. It had nothing to do with anything else other than them protecting Sugar Mama. My next point is Destiny had her ass on her shoulders from jump because her store was hot. So she was embarrassed. Plus she was hot. And you know, us black people don't like to be hot. When we get hot and hungry, our attitudes get real, real bad. But if she would have had sense when Stormy came in there with those flowers and that $2,000 bag, she should have played nice because who knows, that could have got the products, at least one product,
Mm-hmm.
into her store. But she don't know how to play nice. She wants to be gutter and nasty and act like she queen bee when everybody was in there melting. That's what happened to Contessa and Scott. They melted away because it was so damn hot in there. But she doesn't know how to get what she wants. She studied being gutter and being mean and
Not they
being
melted.
nasty. Yeah, they melted. They melted away. Just like they didn't think we realized that they were in the store and then all of a sudden they went out the store and came back in the store. We caught that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that spends $2,000 on a bag, they're not playing. She was trying. I really believe she was being sincere. Whether she bought the bag the day of or whether she bought the bag weeks ago, whatever. She told her she was proud of her and she wanted to see her win. And instead of her being gracious and saying, thank you for coming, taking the bag and smiling, and I would have been talking to her the whole damn time to get at least a
Right.
product into my store. But Destiny doesn't have that good sense. But that's all I wanted to say.
You're right, because she always
I
on 10.
agree. I
I
agree.
agree too.
I agree. And that for everybody who says Mel is fake, yeah, she know how to play the game. She know how to work business. She not gonna be hurting business opportunities. And Destiny is hurting herself. She has no one to blame but herself.
Right.
Does
She just
anybody
showed
else
the
feel?
world that she's not a good business person or a good person at all. She just
That's
showed
why
the
Miss
whole
Van said what
narrative.
she said. Hmm.
Yeah.
Does anybody else feel like Destiny is a coattail rider?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
That's what I
thing is
get. I
this
feel like
is
she's
that
got to
I'm
ride
not
on the
mad at
coattails of
Destiny for
anybody.
aligning herself with people that she feels could help her. I mean, everybody that's called networking. But the problem is that you then start, I don't want to say biting the hand that feeds you, but you start turning on people that were genuinely there for you because you mad in the moment over one thing that could have probably been fixed had your attitude been better.
Well,
She
I
probably have her.
understand that, but I
Oh,
don't
I'm sorry.
think. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I do believe what you're saying is true as far as networking because I know about business and I know about networking, but she's a coattail rider. She don't really get with people to network. She get with people to see what she can get off of them. She's a user. There's a difference between networking and using, and she
Got it.
uses people. I definitely feel because if you knew how to act, if you really knew how to network, you wouldn't be turning on the people that are helping you. You would know how to do business and get your business off the ground. You would take time when you have opportunity and seize that time. But you can't do that because you letting emotion get in the way. Emotion ain't got nothing to do with business.
Right.
You are a coattail rider.
It
And she
appears.
also shot herself in the
You
foot when
brought
she
up there.
blamed Mel. Oh, I'm sorry. When she blamed Mel about,
Yeah.
oh, Mel had the other lady not do business with her. Even if that's how
Oh
you
yeah.
felt, like she shot, that was another shot in the foot. And she also shot herself in the other foot when she aligned with the Sox because she can't get them sweets built. Had she still been friends with Mel, she'd probably have a sweet built,
Right.
be in
I
a
think
little
that,
different
yeah,
position.
I agree with that too, because the woman came out and said, and anybody will tell you, if I am doing business or I have a personal and business relationship with one person, and then you fall out with the other person, I'm going to be like, what is that about? You know what? I don't want to even be involved, and exit out of it. Destiny was on social media throwing shots, doing her things. Melody didn't have to say anything. Now, do I think that Melody possibly said something? Maybe, but Melody really didn't have to say anything. Destiny shot herself in the foot with her, again, with her attitude, with her actions.
Well, it appears that the previews show that Destiny has gone to Stormy, and so maybe she had some time to think, and she's now trying to rectify that situation. So maybe she has learned something from that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, because if you
Hopefully.
take Stormy, who's worth what, $30 million or whatever her net worth with is, and then you that business network or opportunity versus the Scots, it's like, come on. And it's okay if she wanted to, align with the Scots. Okay, if he's in construction or whatever, that's fine. The problem came is like you said when you made it personal and then you got in between what Mel and Martell had going on, and you started taking stuff to social media and these different jabs and stuff. She should have just kept it professional, but she didn't. But Destiny is too hot-headed, and when she sees Stormy and Mel, it's just and these other ladies are just a representation of the success she wants for herself, which someday she might get. But until she fixes her attitude, is not gonna work.
Right. But like y'all, I really want to thank all of y'all for coming up. We are at like 2 hours and 11 minutes. Y'all have definitely all provided really good points, and I want to thank y'all all for coming up.
Thank you for having
Thank you,
me.
Jeremy.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Jeremy.
having us.
No problem. All right, y'all. So I'll put you guys down. Whew, okay, y'all. I want to thank all of y'all for. Give me 1 second. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in with me, talking to me, and hearing about all of this foolery on the show. And for those of y'all who may have not, changed the battery in your smoke detector, please do that, especially before y'all come on live. Like, child. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming up, and please be on the lookout for the next video, okay? All right, y'all. Peace. Okay, I'm sorry. I meant peace.